afternoon. Welcome once again to the weekly Mayor's Press Conference. Today is April 2nd. I have to share a real quick story with anyone who's watching today. It was quite funny, quite telling of what my life has in store for me. I came home yesterday from work, and one of my two wonderful daughters met me at the door and said, "Daddy, I've got something for you." And I'm going, "Okay, what is it?" And they said, "We got you an Oreo. So, Daddy, here's your Oreo cookie." And I'm looking at her like, "Why are you so eager to give me an Oreo cookie?" And she goes, "Here, Daddy, have your Oreo cookie. It's really good." Take one bite out of it, and you know what? It was filled with Crest toothpaste. My daughters love them to death. They're wonderful people, and they're already into practical jokes, especially on April Fool's Day. So that was my end of the day yesterday. Just wanted to share. Today, we're looking at 56 as the high, a low of 36. Going into tomorrow, Wednesday, going to be mostly sunny, which sounds great. A high of 62 and a low of 40. And then rolling into Friday, we're looking at some rain, a high of 64 and a low of 48. And then going into Saturday. Saturday is the International Street Fest, which will begin at 11:30 with the parade, and then a lot of festivities on East Union between Court Street and College Terrace, or University Terrace rather. And we're looking at this point in time, cloudy, a high of 72 and a low of 51. And then into Sunday, showers, a high of 74 and a low of 57. But real quick, back to International Street Fest. Always a great event for a lot of the citizens in our city, as well as our international students representing, I think at last count, 119 nations around the globe. So there'll be a lot of fun activities going on, like I said, on East Union between Court Street and University Terrace. That all said, be mindful that there will be some local traffic closures in that area. Certainly, East Union will be closed down between Court Street and University Terrace. And there will be, I think, limited to local traffic only on College Street between Washington and East Union again. So certainly track that. I will make sure I get information to the government channel so they can push that out, as well as getting things on our website so people are more informed. Please come out and partake. The International Street Fest is, again, one of probably our most coveted events that takes place in the springtime. North and South College Street closures. This will be between East Washington Street and Mill Street. That will be the northbound lane. College Street will be closed. And will be closed between East Union Street and West Washington Street on Wednesday the 3rd, tomorrow from 8 a.m. And this is for some utility work that's going on in that area. So again, North and South College Street between East Washington Street and Mill Street, and the northbound lane of South College Street will be closed all the way up to East Union Street, 6 a.m. until the work is completed. Reardon Drive closure, I've brought this up before. This will be a closure that goes through Friday, April 5th. This again is due to a slip in installing a retaining wall at 18 Reardon Drive. So keep that in mind. Community Development Implementation Strategy meeting. This is an important meeting. This is going to be April 4th. So this will be Thursday, 12 p.m. here in Council Chambers. It will preclude the Planning Commission meeting that is taking place. This is a meeting that's a requirement of the Ohio Department of Developmental Services Agency to receive funding for the community development programs. A CDBG program can fund a broad range of community activities, improvements, planning, and housing-related activities. So we're hoping that we can get a fair amount of engagement on that. Arts West. Arts West news and events. We've got Sarah Brown's 1,529 paper fish. And Lisa Kianis, Lettering and Design Openings, Fundamental of Shamanism workshop is also coming up, the April Contra Dance. We've got a double art opening with the downstairs art gallery. There's a debut. This is that'll be Thursday, April 4th, 5:30 to 8:30. Then the main gallery will have Questionable Press presents the 1,529 paper fish. So come check that out, please. The openings again, April 4th, 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Arts West. The display will run through April 25th. That'll be upstairs. The downstairs gallery will be the Lettering and Design. Same date, April 4th, from 5:30 to 8:30. It too will be on display through April 25th. So come check out Lisa as a creative consultant living and working in Cleveland, Ohio. Her main focus of consulting includes lettering, illustration, and design. So come and see those happenings. The Fundamentals of Shamanism workshop, this will be Saturday and Sunday, April 6th and 7th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Again at Arts West. It's $150. Some barter scholarships and payment plans are available for learning more about that. Since we're on the topic of arts, we had a great event last week with placemaking, with the capstone being the potluck on Sunday at 2 p.m. in what we're now referring to as the Armory Park, a little parklet next to the Armory, in between the Armory and Family Dollar, where a lot of the citizens of Athens, as well as Ohio University students, faculty and staff, were able to come up there, and children, and paint to their heart's content on the mural wall. It looks really nice. A lot of interesting added features to the Armory Park, to include a small stage for small music events. It really turned out nice. The last thing Arts West related is the April Contra Dance. This is Sunday, April 7th from 6:30 to 9 p.m. And as usual, everyone is welcome. All dances will be taught. No experience needed, no partner needed. Just come. Suggested donation is $10, $3 for students. Kids 10 and under are free. So come and get your dance moves on. The last thing I've got today is a proclamation. Today, April 2nd, is World Autism Awareness Day, and this is Autism Awareness Month. So I would like to read this proclamation. Office of the Mayor Proclamation. Whereas autism, the fastest growing developmental disability in the United States, affecting more than 3 million people, is an urgent public health crisis and demands a national response. And whereas, in recognition of the growing needs of the worldwide autistic community and to raise awareness about autism spectrum disorders and the need to provide services to individuals and families who are affected, the United Nations has sanctioned April 2nd as World Autism Awareness Day. And whereas Autism Speaks, an organization dedicated to enhancing lives today and accelerating a spectrum of solutions for tomorrow, promotes the awareness of autism worldwide. And whereas, in light of the growing impact of autism spectrum disorders and the need for greater awareness, Autism Speaks holds their Light It Up Blue campaign on World Autism Awareness Day, designated to increase awareness about autism by asking participating organizations to turn their lights blue. And whereas the City of Athens is honored to take part in this annual observance of Autism Awareness Month and World Autism Awareness Day, in the hope that it will lead to better understanding of the disorder. And now therefore, I, Steve Patterson, Mayor of the City of Athens, Ohio, do hereby proclaim April 2019 as Autism Awareness Month, and April 2nd, today, 2019, as World Autism Awareness Day, to raise awareness of autism and the myriad of issues surrounding autism, as well as to increase knowledge of the programs that have been and are being developed to support individuals with autism and their family. And I'd like to give a thank you to the government channel, in particular, Ryan Schwartzoff and Scott Thompson, for lighting up our Cupola Blue, which it has been all week long, or all month long. We're only, 2 days into this month, but certainly the city doing its part to raise awareness about autism. So thank you for tuning in. We are always kind of giving teasers as to when we might do our next remote. We'll likely do the water treatment plant sometime in the month of May, when everything has really been kind of wrapped up and cleaned up down at the water treatment plant with all the renovations that have taken place. But who knows? You may find us somewhere else around the city at some time in the month of April as we brainstorm as to where to show up next. But thank you for tuning in, and hopefully you'll tune in again next week for the next installment of the Mayor's Weekly Press Conference. Take care.